After 10 o'clock, 21 degrees, and yes, the weatherman is winning right now. Just turn that down just a fraction. I'll get to that very, very shortly. But first of all, let me do this.
Galaxy 107fm.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Got to welcome along everybody that's joining us today on Facebook Live. So nice to have you guys back again. If you're going to watch this a little later on over there on YouTube, you know what to do, right? No, you do. Really, you do. Sub, thumb, bell. Bingo. That way, bell notifications for when we have important people like the guests we have today. Believe me, you're going to love this. You really, really are. But first of all, and I'm sure today's guest is going to be very surprised at this because Galaxy is very proud to be in association with Rise Up TV. Big Orchard, yes, Sony Music, Big Orchard, and also Big Record, Sony Music, The Orchard as well. Let's get it right. And everybody associated, like Mark, Pamela, Tim, yeah, the Don, Lisa, Jenny, the list goes on. These guys just work tirelessly for Rise Up TV and Galaxy 107 FM. So, in the meantime, let's do this.
Another indie artist interview brought to you by Galaxy 107 FM in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record and Sony Music The Orchard.
So, without further ado, let's rip into it. This gives us a couple of minutes to get to know each other, Rob, and, well, welcome to the Galaxy family.
You know, I'm not used to always hopping in on the interviews, so this is a little new.
Yeah, it's the first time we've met. Now, Rob, you're the guitarist, aren't you?
I do play guitar with Jake, yes.
Yeah.
Yep, and I produce his albums and do the engineering for the music, and you know, me and Jake have been working together for 14, 15 years.
Well, Rob, I've got to let you know that I've got a lot of respect for you to be able to play any instrument when this dude does, what, 20 plus instruments?
Right. And, you know, I've already learned, you know, he's like this and I'm like this, you know, it's, there's no way you can top what he does, so I've just had to come to terms with that, you know. Brave man there, Rob. You really are. I mean, I couldn't set this man is the bar. He sets the standard, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's hard to keep up with him, and he has to dumb it down so I can be a part of it.
Well, I tell you what, Jake, believe me, if you ever need a triangle player, I'm there.
Okay.
I mastered that, plus the cowbell. I'm really good at cowbells, but unfortunately I don't get on too well with drummers for some reason.
Gotcha.
They don't like me taking their job, to be honest. Franco Nanucci's joined us. Good morning, Franco. It is so nice to have you on board, and believe me, you're going to enjoy the next interview coming up very, very shortly as well with Milton Blake. You really, really will. Fantastic reggae artist, he really is. Pamela from Rise Up TV is on board. Nice to have you on board, babe. It is an absolute pleasure to have you here. Also, Donnie Colt has joined us. Craig Devon is with us as well. So, thank you. Better control the mic. Thank you for joining us this morning. It is an absolute pleasure to have Jake Clayton and Rob. Yes, Rob Wise is with us as well. So, believe me, fantastic day. It is.
Right.
Oh, gosh. Hot in here, though. Yeah. Rob, I actually got to let you know that I have a voice in my head.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's my production manager. She talks to me, gives me bits of information, stuff like that, okay?
Right. Okay.
She's also my wife.
Okay.
Oh God,
okay.
it's manifesting.
And she's real.
Yeah, it's manifesting.
Hey,
right away.
Rob.
Oh my goodness. Ah.
Hey,
Anyway, so she gives me all this information. So if you see me making funny body gestures or anything like that,
you do anyway.
yeah, I do anyway.
Tell them who I am because I follow Jake.
By the way, this is not enough if you see her on Facebook because she does follow both of you.
Okay.
Awesome. Awesome.
Let's go to the desk. I'm exhausted just listening to that, to be honest with you. Gosh, could you imagine playing that? That's fantastic. It really, really is. Joining us today, coming out of Nashville, is the man himself, Jake Clayton. Joined today by Rob White. Rob, it is an absolute pleasure to make your acquaintance, my friend. And believe me,
Thank you.
We've been having a quiet chat just in between the intros and everything like this. And my good friend, Jake Clayton. Gosh, it's been a dog's age since we've caught up, bro.
It has been a bit.
It really has. Where you've been, what you've been doing, and have you been staying safe? Obviously you have.
Yeah, things have been pretty safe. So over the past couple of years, everybody knows, what's been happening with everybody. So we've been using that time that we haven't been out touring. We've been recording a whole bunch, writing a whole bunch. I've been writing a whole bunch with Rob and a bunch of other folks. So we have a big batch of new material that we are ready to release. And to be honest with you, I'm not quite sure that it would have been able to have happened if the whole world hadn't have come to a screeching halt for 18 months.
On a lot of ways, and believe me, I hear this every day from artists from around the world that say, no, we're not gigging, we're not doing this, we're going broke, really. But to be honest, the silver lining is literally that you do get the time to be able to record, write new stuff, release it, get it out there. And people like me just wait for this sort of stuff so that we can get it out to the rest of the world as well. We really, really do. Gosh, I hope you warned Rob about what I'm like here at Galaxy.
Well, I did a little bit, but I also kind of wanted to see him squirm for a minute.
Oh, good. Good. I like squirmers, I really do. Should have seen the guy the other day. He was having a day as well. At the same time, Rob, now, we did discuss that you are the guitarist for the Jake Clayton band. How long have you been playing?
I've been playing a pretty long time. I'm a little older than Jake, so it's probably going on 30 plus years.
I wouldn't have picked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't have.
Well, when people hear me playing, they wouldn't have picked it either as me being a guitar player. So.
Well, there you go. There you go. Now, having said that, Jake, and let's refresh our audio audience's memories. How do we get hold of you? If, as a fan question here, are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? Are you a talker? But more importantly, do you respond?
Yes, I do respond. I do get a lot of inquiries. So we go Instagram. If you go there, it's the Jake Clayton. So on Instagram. And on Facebook, you can find me. It's Jake Clayton Music.
Or the Jake Clayton as well.
Yeah, DJ Clayton also works there. That's pretty much the handle you can use for most of my socials. So Twitter's the same way, DJ Clayton. So, but yeah, I respond to people. So hit me up, let me know what you think. I love to interact.
Really, Jake, you should have said just no. Believe me, I don't respond to anybody. I really don't. You'd get another 5,000 Facebook fans in no time now. I feel sorry for you. You're not going to get anything done responding to everybody. Gosh, the Don Pierce Show is joining us coast to coast here. Nice to have you on board, Don. And Craig Devine is watching. Nice to have you on board as well. Now, Rob, you're not only the guitarist, but I have a feeling that you do a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff, like a bit of management for Jake.
Yeah, I'm kind of like the Wizard of Oz. You know, I'm behind the curtain, you know, taking care of a lot of the stuff that's not fun to take care of, the business. You know, so, I'm in the studio with him a lot. We work together on all of his music, mostly. So in a lot of ways, you know, we are the band, but, you know, Jake is the artist, and he's the one with the mind-blowing talent. So we're just going to stick with that, you know.
Yeah.
And,
believe me, Rob, I get it. I really, really do. Now, Jake, you've worked with Keith Urban in the past.
Yeah, I did a show with Tanya. We did a benefit that Keith Urban was hosting called All for the Hall. And the Hall is the Hall of Fame here in Nashville. So it's a big concert that they do every year for the Hall of Fame. And Tanya was one of the artists, and I went along with her as her fiddle player, and we did a full song, and then we did a medley of 4 other pieces put together. And it was an absolute blast. Keith was an amazing gentleman. His band was stellar. I couldn't ask for a better experience, and got some really great video out of it as well.
Yeah, you do realise that he's a Kiwi, right?
I do. He's from Auckland, am I correct?
Sort of, yeah. Well, he fluctuates between Auckland and Wellington, the capital of New Zealand.
Right.
He did marry an Australian, though, unfortunately. You know, I don't know what he was drinking that day, but okay, fair enough. But having said that, it's nice to know that you've worked with a Kiwi in the past and possibly come down here and entertain some of us in the near future. We want to talk about that too. Having said that, though, my friends, it is, I think about that time where, and I got to let you know, we didn't get this in until just recently, and we have played it a couple of times now. Haven't said anything to anybody, and, well, Jake, I got to let you know, it really nosed up our internet. Everybody wanted to know who, what, when, where, how, and tell me more about it. So give me the skinny on who are they anyway?
Well, Who Are They Anyway is a song that came about from Rob Daniels here and a friend of ours, Al Gibson. They've been conversating back and forth, and I'm going to let Rob fill in the next piece of the puzzle.
Well, you know, Al is a buddy of mine I've known for years. We used to play in metal bands together, 15, 20 years ago. And, when I moved away to Nashville, he's always kept in touch. And he'll just call me up out of the blue and be like, hey, man, I got an idea. You know, and he started telling me about this idea with all, you hear all those quotes. Be careful what you wish for. If it sounds too good to be true. And he's like, that could be a song. And I'm like, man, that is a great idea. So we started looking up all these sayings and quotes and making lists. And we passed it over to Jake, and he brought it to life with music. And that's kind of how that one came together.
We've written lyrics back and forth together before many times. And I almost feel like this was like taking puzzle pieces that were already written and trying to fit them together. It was harder. You couldn't change words. You couldn't massage lyrics to make them rhyme, like they were set in stone. So it was actually harder, in my opinion, to just arrange these already pre-written lyrics to make sense as opposed to coming up with your own.
Well, I got to let you know, and believe me, it's not often that I get an opinion from the guys in production, but they came running down the hallway to let me know not only did we have a brand spanking new Jake Clayton track, but it was that good. I had to drop everything, come and have a listen to it. So right now, releasing to the world for the very first time here at Galaxy is Jake Clayton, the man himself. And who are they anyway? Yeah, I liked it. I really, really did like it. I got to be honest with you.
Awesome.
So tell me, anything new coming out in the near future that we can do this again? Would you like to come back again, Jake?
I would love to come back again. We have a new single coming out. Another one will be out probably, what would you say, Rob, about
April the 8th. April the 8th.
Okay, well, how about teeing something up with Barbara here so that we can do this again?
Sounds awesome.
Awesome.
Very,
Awesome.
very cool.
Yeah, we've got a lot of new music coming this year. We, because of the pandemic, we were taken off the road, so we've really been writing, recording, and we've got a lot stored up, ready to go. So
Nice. Believe
Yeah.
me. Looking forward to that, Rob. I really, really am. How many countries today?
421.
Oh gosh, that's not bad actually. 421 countries have tuned in this morning.
wow,
It's not bad. It's not bad.
that's amazing. Amazing.
582 cities.
Wow.
Amazing.
I will
Yeah.
give you the full amount of how many were online listening to this at the end of this because it's still growing, if you know what I mean. Jill Fire's watching.
Yeah,
Nice to have you on board, sweetie. Say hi to Kevin for me, won't you?
and we've got a gear.
And we've got Gear as well.
Yeah, gear.
Hey,
Nice
yeah,
to see
brother,
Gear.
man. Gear's coming out of Norway, of course, and he's the manager for the band Viking Queen. Brilliant band. Absolutely stunning.
Cool.
Believe me, you guys are going worldwide right now. There's people everywhere in the world following this and absolutely loving you, my bro. They really are. They still listen to your voice drops, your stingers. We still play those, and we're forever playing your music. We're forever getting requests for you, and all the time that we haven't been talking.
But thank you so much for playing the music. We really, really appreciate it.
Heck yeah, y'all! It's amazing. I
Yeah.
found it.
Well, Rob, honestly, Jake will tell you, it's not easy getting an interview with us here. I've got to be honest with you. There is a
I
process.
imagine.
There is a process, and we only play the best music. So believe
Awesome.
me, if you guys weren't that good, we wouldn't be playing you. That's the truth.
Well, I'm glad we're that good right now.
Thank you, Grant, Barbara.
Yes.
Amazing.
Mate, it's an
Yeah.
absolute honour, my friend. And of course, we are friends. We're family members, Jake. My gosh.
Yes.
It would be remiss of us if we didn't do something like this.
We love it too. We love hearing that you're playing the music over there. It's just as special to us, and we're happy.
Rob, I ask everybody this. I don't know whether I've asked Jake this, but I've been trying to figure this one out. Are either of you vegans?
Vegans?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
You are a vegan?
I am. There's a very teeny tiny small percent of me. Like when you play country music and you're out on the road, they feed you, and there's just times when I have no choice. And I call that survival mode. So I'll eat. But if I do have a choice, I don't eat meat. I don't drink dairy.
Okay, well,
And I haven't always been like that.
for you, Rob, I have a question.
Okay.
Have you ever tried a vegan sausage?
I've tried all kinds of vegan products.
Okay, are they made of real
Yeah.
vegans?
Well, I don't know. But does that still mean they're still vegan, or how does that work?
That's a conundrum in its own right.
Right.
Galaxy.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and I'm still trying to find out about the vegan sausage. I really am. Even talking to a vegan for a change. Believe me, Rob, and don't take this to offence, but I have actually met one other vegan, but I met her in person, literally, and I did say to her very, very gracefully, do you guys hang out together? And she goes, yeah, we kind of do. I says, where? And she goes, why? And I says, well, the only place I ever see you hanging out is on the news.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But having said that, just the other day, I do actually have a real life friend of mine who is vision impaired. She's legally blind, if you know what I mean, and she reads by braille. Luckily, where we are, we take care of that in the supermarkets and everything like that. You know, everything.
Awesome.
And as I was walking into the supermarket, I ran across her and I sort of looked at her and went, "You okay?" And she goes, "Yeah, not really." And I went, "Why? What's the matter?" And she goes, "What's the most scariest thing a person could read?" And I went, "I don't know." And she goes, "Don't touch."
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
The worst thing you could read.
That would play with your mind, really, wouldn't it?
Right.
Dear. Jill Fire says you guys are the best supporters of music makers. Well, thank you, Jill. We absolutely try our best to release the best music to the world. We really do. And today, with Jake Clayton, that's no exception, including our good new friend, Rob, who's joined us for the very first time. I don't know whether he wants to come back again or not. I don't blame him if he doesn't. Sharon Marie White is watching. Hello, darling. Nice to have you back again. It really, really is. Enjoyed our interview the other day. I really did. Having said that, guys, we are going to have to move on. But please don't go anywhere just yet. I don't know whether Jake's told you, but we do some crazy stuff after this, okay?
Awesome.
At the same time, Jake, I want to talk to you about putting you into a magazine that we have very, very good friends of ours coming out of India. It is a world-class production. It really, really is. And touted by some of the best professionals in the game of that kind of deal as just maybe an emerging Rolling Stone style magazine. So believe me, it really is good.
Awesome.
Hang in there, guys. But in the meantime, Galaxy is very, very proud to be in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record, and of course Sony Music, The Orchard, and better do this.
Another indie artist interview brought to you by Galaxy 107 FM in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record, and Sony Music The Orchard.
They say a friend in need is a friend indeed, and a man's best friend is his dog. They say that every cloud has a silver lining. It's the darkest before the dawn. They say that birds of a feather flock together, but if you love something, set it free. They say that every rose has its thorns, and misery loves company. No pain, no gain. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. They say be careful what you wish for. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. They say you get what you pay for. They say all these things, but who are they anyway? They say that time heals all of your wounds, and even a broken clock is right twice a day. They say that absence makes the heart grow fonder, but when the cat's away, the mouse will play. They say don't look back, you can never look back. The more things change, the more they stay the same. The grass ain't always greener on the other side, but if there's nothing ventured, there's nothing gained. You live, you learn, you play with fire, you get burned. They say be careful what you wish for. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. They say you get what you pay for. They say all of these things, like loose lips, sink ships, and if it can go